The steam room is amazing. It's like my spiritual cave. I want to definitely say that.
I like that.
You're literally just in this very, very hot cube. The difference between the steam room and the sauna is that we have a wet environment in the steam room. Mm-hmm. Temperatures, I believe, are a little bit hotter. They can get over 150 degrees. Mm-hmm. And what it does is it immediately zaps, like, I'm not trying to be funny, it zaps out the gunk from your body.
Right.
Mind, body, spirit, tune up. Mm-hmm. Just by sweating.
So sweating has a detoxing effect.
Absolutely.
So you're getting toxins out, you're getting mercury out. So there's a detox effect. I feel like it also helps with your respiratory system, though.
Absolutely. Another big one is once you start sweating, your body will instinctively, from my experience I'm speaking, start to breathe as it should, start to get into the focus state, get into the clear mind, get into the state where the muscles can repair faster than if you went home and you just said, I'll stretch out and chill out for a second. This is really, really good because once you've weightlifted in particular, that's my biggest thing is like after I weightlift or run, I need the steam room to let my muscles kick into repair mode. Yeah. And I was going to read a little thing here is we've heard a lot about these heat shock proteins, pretty weird if you haven't heard of that before. And it's something that's new, but the gist of it here I'm reading from my research is heat shock proteins function as intracellular chaperones for other proteins. They play an important role in protein-protein interactions such as folding and assisting in the establishment of proper protein conformation and prevention of unwanted protein aggregation.
Yeah, so it just helps your muscles heal in a more healthy way. Also, inflammation.
Oh, that's a big one.
It reduces inflammation that builds up in the body. This can be anywhere in the body. This could be inside of our intestines. This could be...
Gout's a big one too.
Tell me about that.
Talk about the old heads who have gout. They have inflammation of the joints and stuff in the limbs.
Yeah.
They'll be in there and they swear by it. They have their eucalyptus oil, mint oil going in circulation with that hot water. And they're feeling better. They're like, I'm not inflamed, what I mean? Like I have mobility, I have peace of mind.
So inflammation would just kind of feel almost like you're tight. You're really like tight, and you're feeling pain through your body. It's probably that the muscles are inflamed. This happens by diet. This happens by lack of exercise. This happens by sitting at the desk too much. So going and sweating it out can absolutely start to heal those muscles that get fatigued from all this desk work or lack of eating right because we don't have the proper nutrition to feed our muscles and all this.
It's going to force you also to get your water consumption on point. That's something that if you're not drinking enough water, you're creating inflammation for yourself. And so if anybody's new out there as far as the sauna or the steam room, I'm just saying the steam room is my favorite, so I can really give you more knowledge on that, is drink 2 pints of purified water right before you go in, and you're going to have, I would say, a 90% better rate of success doing a 10-minute sweat in the steam room.
I would say don't drink water inside.
No.
Some people do, and I have once. I took a cold bottle of water inside, and when you're so hot, it's heating up even your insides, and you're drinking this cold water, it felt very uncomfortable. It felt like stinging almost as I went down into my stomach. I could just feel the water make its way down each little passageway, and it just felt uncomfortable. So I would say drink water before you go in, not while you're in there.
Yeah, it's like just prepare, you know what I mean? Like we had that whole funny video about don't bring your phone in the steam room. It's really like, why do you need anything but yourself, but your body in that hot room?
It acts as a meditation in that sense.
And you want to move too. Like I would recommend, I'm not trying to tell you guys to do 8,000 things for your first time or going in and adding a bunch of stuff differently. But I would just listen to the body and move once you start to feel that unlocking, reduced inflammation, And you don't want your phone on you, or a bottle of water, or, you know, your keys in your pocket. Just have nothing. Just go in fresh.
Butt naked.
No,
I'm just kidding. But yeah, honestly, yeah, don't be bringing your phone in. You don't need to listen to anything. Just listen to your inside world. Close your eyes, breathe, focus. Sometimes you'll have conversations in there if you're in there with friends, or even just like talkative, you know, other members of the gym or wherever you go. But it really has become a staple in my life since you introduced it to me. How did you start to appreciate it? Like, what took you in there in the first place, and how did you develop a routine around it?
I think going on vacation and stuff growing up, I went to the sauna maybe 3 times. But it wasn't until I actually started working for the gym, this was like over 3 years ago at this point. I was already like a you know, lover of weightlifting and just overall fitness, but I'm like, yo, they have a steam room next to the pool? What's that about? I'm like, what's the difference between the sauna?
Yeah.
And the first time I stepped in, oh my God, like 5 minutes later, I just felt lit up.
Right. It does put you through a pretty intense thing. If you don't sweat very often, if you're a person that rarely gets out there and really busts your ass on a run or something like that, it's gonna put you through something. Like when I tried it the first few times, it was very difficult, even for 3 to 5 minutes. But now I'm pretty good, even at 15 minutes in. I might say I'm gonna call it because I'm feeling dehydrated, but it's not like almost like I'm gonna pass out type thing anymore. Whereas at the beginning, the first few times I tried it, it was honestly a little scary in the sense that I could actually like, I felt like I could go unconscious because I have just never been exposed to this level of heat and this level of breath required. But working your way up slowly but surely, I was a total noob to this, 4 months ago, and now I'm doing it at least 3 times a week, and I really enjoy it.
And another thing is, like, I really recommend going barefoot too, or having your sandals, because it's like,
yeah, going in with your gym shoes on,
I get that.
Doesn't feel right.
Yeah, it's like, okay, the gym's dirty. It's like a huge toilet. Like, we can be real and look at that. But I know the steam room does get cleaned regularly. So it's just sort of like, okay, you walked in from the parking lot and you have those shoes inside the sacred cave. It's always funny. It's like there's a vibe to the people who have their shoes on. It almost seems like they just kind of want to pop in and get out quicker.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that?
Yeah. When I think people walk in on me when I'm there, I think they think like, oh man, this guy's serious in here. Because I'm sitting there, I'm like, my posture is all trying to be perfect. I'm trying to sit in meditative stance. It's very spiritual for me, honestly. And in those moments when I'm the only one in the steam room, I said this on another podcast, I really just like to sing in there.
Oh my God, yes.
Mantra, because it has like, that cave, that like sound chamber effect. It's really cool, and it makes the time pass a lot quicker because it is a hard thing you're going through, but when you're like entertaining yourself with like this beautiful sound that's reverberating around you, or even if you're not really a singer yet, like starting to practice a bit and just like use your voice and see what it does and hum and go low and go high and try new things. Like, it's a cool place to do that. It's kind of like the shower in that sense. You always know people like they sing in the shower. Like the steam room is kind of like a more sacred, like, spiritual experience when you're vocalizing in there.
Absolutely, because it's like if you can do it in that hot environment, like singing in particular, you don't have to be a vocalist, but like speaking out your thoughts and your emotions, once you're out of that hot, it's going to be even like more smooth, you know, what you need to convey to yourself and to the world.
Absolutely. Steam room, I recommend it.
Steam room, get in there, give it 10 minutes. It'll change your life.
Find this and more at sheathunderwear.com.